and welcome to the Friday episode of Stop Chasing Skinny. Just a bite-sized bit of information. I want to talk about motivation because this comes up all the time, and it's one of those things that you have to keep putting in front of you, myself included. A lot of people think, oh, you just do fitness for work and you must just jump out of bed and want to go to the gym and work out all day, every day. And that is so not the case. Maybe I'm not your typical fitness professional. It's hard. It's hard for me. And I do have to keep making myself do it. I have to trick myself into doing it. So I thought maybe I would go ahead and cover some of those things that I use to trick myself, because really, I can't make anybody do anything. And there may be some trainers that will pretty much lead you by the hand out of your bed into the gym. But really, that's not doing you much good either. I mean, maybe it starts to set in some new habits, but ultimately, how much better is it to be able to motivate yourself? You don't want to have somebody else be that crutch. What if that person goes away? So I wanted to talk about the motivation that I do for myself and that I've seen work for clients, and well, just all these tricks that I've picked up over the years. So one of the biggest things that you can do is to find a photo of yourself of where you maybe were, where you want to be, and even where you're going. So if you've just gotten started and you have been overweight all of your life, maybe pick something that's motivational that is about you, not necessarily somebody else's picture. So we'll get to that in a second. But I find that whenever you pick something that is about you, it is so much more personal. So your brain takes it in and goes, yeah, I can totally do that. So then there are pictures of other people, but that is such a slippery slope. One, we all have different genetic makeups. Two, you don't know what's been photoshopped online. A lot of it has. And then three, sometimes the whole comparison thing really gets in our head, and then we don't feel like we're good enough because we don't look like that person. So if you find that it works for you, then it works for you. If you find that you have like these not such good feelings about it, jealousy or kind of hopelessness or letdown or, if you're not totally motivated by that, then stick with your own pictures. And the other thing too that is so great is to watch videos of stuff that maybe you want to do. So if you have some other goal outside of weight loss or fat loss, which I recommend to everybody, because the goal of fat loss or weight loss can only get you so far. You have to have something else going on out there, because it's really tough to just want to look good. If you're working towards some other goal, like for example, we talk about how I do the obstacle course races. Well, a goal for that, for fat loss or weight loss, in addition to I want to look a certain way, I want to feel a certain way, is I want to be able to carry my own body weight across those monkey bars. So something like that. Put something that is very tangible in front of you. It'd be great if it's videos you can watch too. Like there are times whenever I'm getting ready to go train or I really don't feel like it, and so I'll watch some kind of Spartan Race motivation or something like that. I used to do it too when I was a fitness competitor. I would watch the previous year's competition. So two things. One, I was watching some very fit people do what I was getting ready to do. And two, it was great practice for me to watch the posing. So same thing with any kind of technique. So if you're getting ready to do an obstacle course race, for example, you're watching technique in addition to maybe being motivated to, I want to go do that. With that, then there's also music. Find something that is super uplifting. We are so sensitive to different musics, different things that are coming into our ears. It doesn't even matter what kind of music it is, as long as it gets you pumped up. Some of the music I listen to, if somebody listened to my playlist, they'd be like, what is wrong with you? It's pretty intense. But you know what? It gets me excited to go work out, and that's what it's about, right? So the other thing is about your why. I talked a little bit about your other goals, as far as maybe you're working towards a running goal, an obstacle course race goal, maybe you're into some other kind of sports. Always have those goals, those whys in front of you. And the more visual, the better. So for example, if you're getting ready to go on a vacation and you want to wear a bikini, there is no better motivation than putting that bikini on a hanger in your bathroom and going, yeah, that's what I'm working towards. So that's what I'm talking about with having some kind of visual motivation. The other thing is to just start moving and then see what happens. It's crazy how our bodies, when we are at rest, we want to stay at rest. So if you can just get moving, a lot of times that's what you need to do, and then you're going to keep moving. A lot of times the hardest part is just getting there. Now, that means getting to the gym, getting to wherever you're going to go work out, or if you work out at home, it's the getting started because you're already there. So once you get started, you can build on that momentum. One of the other tricks that comes to mind is getting your kids involved. So I have a girlfriend who she got her kids to start doing burpees for candy. Well, they made it a game. And she said before she knew it, she would turn around and there would be kids burping in the living room. 3 of them. Just super excited, working out, burping. So, for example, this would be a great way to get started. Now you make a game with your kids and you say, can you beat me? Can I beat you? Now you're moving. And now you can get on to your workout. The other thing that I hear a lot of is people saying, I'm not a morning person. I'm not a morning workout person. I don't have good energy in the morning. I would much rather do it later in the day. And if you're doing it later in the day, rock on. If you keep saying this, but you never get to it later in the day because life got in the way, you thought about it too much, so you've worked out mentally a bunch of times, and now to actually do it, you're like, oh my God, I just can't. It's better to do a less than stellar workout in the morning because you're tired over not working out at all. Now, that doesn't mean that you only got 4 hours of sleep and I'm telling you, get up and go work out. But if you are worried about getting a really good workout in versus not getting a workout in at all, just get a workout in. And eventually your body will really start craving that movement and that exercise. And so then your morning workouts will become much better. So those are my tips for this week. If you ever have any questions that I can answer on here, email us podcast@skfitlife.com. All right. I hope you have a great one. Talk to you next week.